Tragic new vid of Jay Slater partying in Tenerife club hours before he vanished emerges after his body found in ravine. The apprentice bricklayer was found dead on Monday in rugged Tenerife country, just yards from his last known location 4 weeks ago. Tributes have flowed for Jay from both friends and family, with mum Debbie Duncan saying the confirmation of his death was the worst news. A court on the Spanish islands today said they have ID'd the body by fingerprints and that Jay had suffered multiple injuries. A new clip which has emerged films Jay only hours before he disappeared on June 17. The clip, posted to social media, shows Jay dancing at Papagayo nightclub at around 12:30 am in Playa de las Americas. In blue strobe lights, surrounded by other revelers, the apprentice bricklayer moves to a heavy techno beat. The partygoer, 19, was seen raving later on at 1 am during the Hard Dance NRG Music Festival. NRG, standing for New Rave Generation, but is also a name for B-Class Party Drug Nafarone, or NRG1. When a Sun reporter attended the rave earlier this month, he was offered MDMA while in the smoking area. Jay eventually left the club with 2 men, including Ayub Qasim, and returned to their Airbnb 23 miles away in the village of Masca. The teen then left the Airbnb to return home, only to call pal Lucy Law and say he was lost in the middle of nowhere with no water, a cut to his leg and 1% on his phone. As he attempted the 11-hour walk back to his own accommodation through the rough and rocky terrain, it is feared accidentally fell. Officials say the body recovered was very deteriorated, and documentation found with it were Jay's. The teenager's death was caused by trauma consistent with a fall in a rocky area, the Canary Islands High Court of Justice said. A civil guard spokesman said Jay's injuries included several broken bones. She said, "The body of the man located yesterday has been identified of that as Jay Slater through fingerprint comparison and identification. The result of the preliminary autopsy points to the cause of death being a fall or plunge from height due to the broken bones he suffered." Jay's distraught mum Debbie Duncan said confirmation of his death was the worst news. She added, "Just can't believe this could happen to my beautiful boy. Our hearts are broken." A family spokesman told The Sun, "There should be no need for the family to have to perform a formal identification. Debbie has said she wants to see him one last time." Obviously that's a personal voice, but given he's been there the best part of a month in those conditions, I'm not sure that's a memory she will want. The court earlier said autopsy results would still take some days to materialize. Spanish police yesterday recovered Jay's body from a steep ravine in Masca, after 29 days understood to be close to where his phone last pinged. Dramatic footage showed the moment a helicopter crewman was winched into the chasm with his arms aloft in the delicate recovery operation. Officials say the body recovered was very deteriorated, and documentation found with it were Jay's. It is exceptionally difficult to safely navigate down the valley on foot, one local told Sky News. Another said, "It is sad the spot where they found him shows he had gone a long way into the ravine. It is hard to understand how he got there," officials representing the investigating judge said earlier today. In reference to the British citizen Jay Slater, the autopsy with the full identification of the body and the causes of death will take time, because the body was very deteriorated. But there is very little doubt about both the identity and the etiology. The documentation he was carrying corresponds to that of Jay Slater, and everything is pointing to an accidental fall, although that is unofficial pending the final reports.